when I was a kid, when I was in high school, I was growing up through the ranks when Kobe came into the league. He was, it wasn't a dream of mine to come straight, from high school at that point in time to the NBA. But I was like, wow, a 17-year-old, 18-year-old kid being able to make that leap, that's pretty damn cool. And as I started playing more ball and I went into high school, the things that he was doing on the floor, I, admired and wanted to be a part of. I went to ABCD camp, and he came and talked to all the kids that was there, and I happened to be one of the kids that was there, and I was just listening. I was just trying to soak everything up I could, And I remember one thing that he said. He was like, if you want to try to be, great at it, or want to be one of the greats, you got to put the work in. There's no substitution to work. And I was a 15-year-old kid at that camp. You can actually find the footage of him at that camp. And then 2001, I believe I was playing in New Jersey, and the All-Star game, if I'm not mistaken, and y'all could correct me, it was in Philly, right? Yeah, that Saturday, me and Maverick drove to the Intercontinental downtown Philadelphia, and he gave me a pair of his shoes, which I ended up wearing that following night. It was the red, white, and blue Kobe's. I was a 15, and he was a 14, and I wore them anyways. And I sat and just talked to him for a little bit. He gave me the shoes. I rocked them in the game. And it was the same night that we played Oak Hill against Melo. And then I saw what he was able to do the very next night, winning MVP here in Philly. That following night. As I got drafted, I still just admired him. Seeing what he was able to accomplish, winning championships, having, being early in his career where, he learned from the misses that he had against the series against Utah, and he just used that as motivation and got better and better and better to him winning multiple championships, and continued to admire him throughout my high school rank. And then as competitors, just seeing the work ethic that he put into the game. He had zero flaws offensively, zero. You backed off of him, he could shoot the three. You body him up a little bit, he can go around you. He can shoot the mid-range, he can post, he can make free throws. He had zero flaws offensively. And, that's something that I admired as well, just being at a point where the defense will always be at bay, where they couldn't guard you at all offensively, where you just felt like you was just immortal offensively because of your skill set and your work ethic. We take it down to 2008 where we become the Redeem team, and it was a dream come true for me to be able to line up alongside of him. Just admiring him for so many years, and seeing him from afar, and then being able to be in practices with him, and me watching and learning. So on. I mean, it's just too much. It's just too much. The story is just too much. It doesn't make sense. And just to make a long story short, now I'm here in the Lakers uniform in Philadelphia, where he's from, where one of the first time I ever met him, gave me his shoes, he won All-Star Week. It's surreal. It doesn't make no sense, but the universe just puts things in your life, and when you live in the right way, or you just giving everything to whatever you're doing, things happen organically, and it's not supposed to make sense, but it just happens. And I'm happy to be in any conversation with Kobe Bryant, one of the all-time greatest basketball players to ever play, one of the all-time greatest Lakers. The man got 2 jerseys hanging up in Staples Center. It's just crazy.
Any irony for you as a pass-first player? You've said basically your whole life to now be third in scoring on the all-time list.
Yeah, because I just don't. I've never seen myself as a scorer. I've seen myself as just a guy that's just a basketball player, and I've always wanted to have that triple threat mentality of being able to pass, being able to rebound, being able to score at times, and I've always loved the excitement that I gave my teammates by giving them the ball and seeing them score. Since I first ever started playing the game of basketball, that's always been like the greatest thing on the floor for me, and also being able to get back and make like changing plays defensively. So to be in this position as far as a scoring record or scoring list, that also doesn't make sense to me.
LeBron, you never played against Michael, so you could always chase his ghost. call him an idol. You played against Kobe for so long. Was there a point where you have to stop idolizing him so you can play against him and compete and win and all those kinds of things?
No, but you also can keep the main thing the main thing. Once the game started, when we competed against each other, probably after the first time I played him, my rookie year, you keep the main thing the main thing, and you're trying to go out and win the game, and he's trying to destroy you because that's what Kobe's all about. He has zero friends out on the floor, but that doesn't mean that I'm still not admiring the guy that I'm playing against. I'm able to still prioritize and understand what's going on the floor. So, and I think I showed that when we competed against each other.
And then not getting a chance to play against him in the finals. At one time you said that was one of your very few regrets in your basketball career. Does that still stand?
I don't want to say it's a regret because it is what it is. The game has given me everything, and I've given the game everything as well. But we had an opportunity. I think that was 2009 or 8, the year we lost to Orlando in the Eastern Conference Finals, and we had a hell of a year that year. I think we were 66-16, and we got all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we ran up against a Dwight Howard in his prime, and he completely he crushed us, and along with Hedo and Rashard Lewis and the rest of those guys. But no, it's not a regret. I think it would have been amazing to be able to compete against Kobe in the finals. It would have been great for the fans, but it's no regret. We had enough battles.
Kobe, in the last couple of years, with the layup, was that the way you envisioned it, that you would pass it?
No, I didn't. It didn't matter. It could have been a layup. It could have been a free throw. It could have been a dunk. It could have been a three. It could have been a tip in. It doesn't matter. Because for me, I didn't go into the game saying, okay, this is how I'm going to do it. If it would have happened, if it happened tonight like it did, cool. If it didn't, I really wasn't tripping about it.
What's it been like adjusting to having Kobe as a spectator at your games and sort of cheering you on as you were chasing this record?
It's pretty cool. It's pretty amazing. That's pretty much how I'm gonna be when I'm done playing. Being able to come back and watch this beautiful game, and hopefully, there's somebody still playing the game at a high level. That guy across the hallway, Ben Simmons, I can sit and watch him and see how much he's continued to grow and watch him, see him continue to do what he do, because he's growing every day. So, I mean, it's a pretty cool thing to see him and see Gigi at the games and just it's a brotherhood. It's a brotherhood being a part of the Lakers franchise, and we all root for one another no matter past, present, or future. That's what it's about.
Last two questions.
I'm getting to as you see, I had to answer a phone call while y'all was in here, so I haven't got to all my messages yet.
Last question.
LeBron, is there a favorite memory? I mean, is it him giving you the sneakers? Is it winning gold medals? Was there something on the court that you guys did against one another that stands out when you think about him?
As far as together?
Yeah, just something, a Kobe memory.
It's too many. It's too many. It could be the last game we played against each other in Staples. It could be his last All-Star game. Right there at halftime, he was getting interviewed by the great Craig Sager, rest in peace. That is an unbelievable moment right there. And I went over there and hijacked his interview. So us winning a gold medal together, some of the things that us going to some of the other events for Team USA, watching Phelps or so many different things that we did together as teammates. So, like I said, I was a 15-year-old kid who was able to meet him. I was in awe, and he gave me a pair of his shoes. It's not just one. It's impossible to just single out just one of them, but it's cool to know that you have the support of one of the all-time greats that ever played this game, and someone that you admired to be like on the floor. And do the things, win championships, be young, and be remembered. You don't have that much time to play this game, and if you're able to be remembered, for the great things that you did, the positive things that you did, making people feel great about what you did, that's a pretty cool thing. So I wrote on my shoes tonight. I think I put Mamba for life. 824 KB, because it's really that mutual. So
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.